Referee tonight, Mike Fraser, supported by Carl Johnson and Kane McBride. On the sidelines with Sheldon Eden Faitiri in the TMO booth. And a big hello to Doc and the crew at the Crowded House tonight, New Plymouth. All the supporters are packed in there, we understand. Hope you have a good night. Friday night football, Ranfurly Shield. Rob Thompson will have his hands full tonight. And there is Bosher. Richie Moonga will get us underway. It may be the final Shield game of the season, or maybe we'll have one more. If you're a Manawatu Turbos fan, that could be you. Next week, here's Wainui with an early touch, taken down, and a good tackle made on him too by Mitch Dunshay. What a season he has had. The carry is good. This time from Kane Thompson.
Ball's out.
And the ball is loose, and Canterbury have pounced early inside the Taranaki 22. They'll set play on the 22-metre line. Mitch Drummond there. Width on this too. Bateman up into first receiver, and that pass is knocked out.
Advantage.
Canterbury have the advantage. Fennell gets his pass away, but Taranaki's defence is up. Leon Power makes the tackle, and we'll go to the first scrum of the game.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Billy Harmon, great work. That ball was sitting right at the base of that ruck and certainly was out, so he did a great job diving on it. I'll tell you what, I think that might have been Tamani Valu. He might be very, very lucky to see Harmon there diving on the ball. He did a great job.
Get that balance here we're looking for.
And then it was shifted wide, and this is the pass here.
Balance. That's a mark.
I'll tell you what, he was really lucky. Sumo, he was particularly lucky. We've seen a few this year where guys have gone in to make a tackle that hit their hand and they've said they've been knocked down, and we've seen yellow cards and into the bin. So
Crouch. Check. Bind.
What a battle at scrum time tonight. Two very good front rows. Canterbury gets some weight on early. Here's Drummond waiting patiently, and that one is knocked down again.
That's just the knock off.
So twice already in the game, two knockdowns. Here's Rob Thompson. Princep. Carry from the Hurricanes, loose forward. What a great story, Reed Princep. A couple of years ago, came to Scott Robertson and said, what do I have to do to make it in provincial rugby? Got some advice, and all of a sudden, he's a Super Rugby player. What a pick up from Marty Mack. Manasa Matela. Taranaki now gets some possession. Finally, it feels. Alafi. 5 short of the halfway line. Kiro Feta. And Mackenzie was up. Here's Tavanivalu. We know he's a handful. Picked up by Mitchell Graham. That is good mobility from the big man. They stay right. Up into the line is O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a chip ahead. Not sure who that was meant for, but it's fallen for Mitchell Drummond. And Stephen Pirofeta brings him down 4 out from the Canterbury line.
No.
What a start to this game. Fennell. Tough carry out of trouble from Ben Fennell, taken down by Bosher. And Drummond now look for the exit. The kick from Moonga. He finds a good touch. Whoa, Ian Smith, what a start.
Well, it is, and it just emphasises to the conditions. It's great for ball handling and it's great for running. So we're going to see a lot of this, and some great passing, putting players into gaps. But as you would expect, Canterbury scramble very well. There's no secret as to why they're at the top of the table. They defend well, they scramble well, they're very organised, they exited well. Great start to the match though, pace frantic.
Well, they'll have to break down this Taranaki defence, one of the best in the competition this year on tackle percentage. End of a holdback in the line there. And Taranaki looking to hold the player up, can't do so. Sean Wainui was trying to wrap. Back for Moonga. Stop. Kicks downfield. Stephen Pirofeta. In good position to receive the kick. McDonald is there. Pirofeta puts the kick ahead. Again, a bit of a tangle up in the line. Coming forward is George Bridge. And a good counter ruck too from the Taranaki defence. You can't pick that up. And there's the penalty.
Off the ground. No, back here. Counter-ruck's fine. You're playing it off the ground.
Well, it was a bit of a nothing kick here from Purifeta. It wasn't a big chase. But the opportunity came. It'll be interesting to see what Taranaki do here. Marty McKenzie coming up. I think this one might go down the line.
Mark's here.
It's been a great start. Both sides keen to move the ball around. I'll tell you what, they're really throwing some people into ruck, Smithy. Jesus, been some big hits.
Yep, I think we're going to see that all night. I think both of these teams have trained very well during the week and primed. Absolutely primed. Bridge good under the high ball. But you cannot release it and without getting back to your feet, play it again.
Line-out has been a little bit of a concern for Taranaki this season. Just 78% at line-out time. Riccatelli throws over the top and O'Donnell can't hold on. Up to meet him was Billy Harmon. It's clever work. They have to do something to negate the tall timber in this Canterbury line-out. They're so well organised defensively at line-out time. You have to bring something innovative to the party.
And you have to come to a Shield match and win it, don't you? You can't just do the norm. And you're right about the tall timber. Dominic Bird's been outstanding, so's done Shea. And I'll tell you what, the option was right. Just missed the execution.
5 turnovers early for Taranaki in this game. Scrums fairly evenly matched this year. Talking about fractions of percentages in terms of success. Here's Drummond. Interesting few weeks for Mitch Drummond as well, given the fact the All Blacks are going to be looking for a third halfback at some stage. Ball cleared away. Canterbury looking to run from their own 22, and why wouldn't you with guys like this? Manasseh Mardali makes a tackle alongside Seta Tamanivalu.
Step here.
Here's Bird. And it takes 2 locks to put down 1. Drummond is there. Back for Mwanga. And Richie manages to free the arms, finds Timmy Bateman. He's taken down 2 out from the 22. Very good morning to the All Blacks, currently in Cape Town, of course, preparing for the Springbok clash this weekend.
Yep.
Certainly hope you're having a good time. Wish you all the best for the game as we do the Springboks. Now Taranaki on the counter. Back inside Canterbury's half. 7 minutes gone in the Shield match. Here's Purifeta. He's taken down, and a good tackle by Braden Enoy.
Yeah, first man, no problems.
Turnover's good. Mwanga again, kicks downfield. McKenzie gets his pass inside to O'Donnell. O'Donnell elusive, gets away from the first. Prinsep stands his ground. And the ball will be there.
Use it!
Titoru Tahuriorangi looking for some option. Played in the Shield game last year against Waikato. That was Taranaki's last Shield endeavour, and it ended in a heartbreaking 20-all draw. Spoke to Tahuriorangi before the game. He said, I don't want to talk about that. Now Richie Mwanga. Good second man play. Bridge into the line. There's the pass to Robbie T. Thompson over for the first.
Oh, Canterbury again. They really are outstanding at finding gaps out wide. They're patient with ball in hand. And the line that was run was absolutely magnificent. 3 defenders. And look at that line there, absolutely spot on. The timing of the pass bang on. And Mackay certainly wasn't going to get that ball. Rob Thompson was hanging on to that one. A really well taken try, Smithy.
Yeah, well, it was. It came from a clearance from Tahuriorangi, and it wasn't a very good chase. The kick was high enough, but some of those boys have done enough running already in the first 8 or 9 minutes. They were just down on pace chasing. It gave Canterbury the opportunity to set up that ruck, and then of course numbers wide were just a little bit thin, and they are perfect at exposing that. They absorb pressure and they pounce. One opportunity, one taken.
Well, I go back a wee bit further than that too. I thought that Marty McKenzie going back for their ball. I know there'd been a lot of play. Moanga put the kick in He really did cruise back. I think first thing I was told as a fullback is you sprint like crazy, give yourself the time to be able to turn and make a couple of options. And you really didn't have that, to be fair.
You had a good sprint on you too, Buff.
I was fast when I was getting chased, I tell you.
From the sideline, Richie Moonga, and that one is just inside and good enough. 7 points to 0, the home side in front.
Here it is here. Just a lovely time pass. Timmy Bateman still the option. He could have given it there, but Rob Thompson, this kid's been playing good rugby all year. And really strong in the midfield. Great try.
Great line too from Tim Bateman.
Absolutely.
Drawing in Sean Wainui on the defence. Not the greatest read of Sean's career so far. That one's got loose. Here's Robbie again. Looking outside to Braden Enor. Pedal across, and Enor can't free the pass. That is good defence from Stephen Pedal. Still they come. Harmon's caught short. Here's Dunshane. Hodgman is there to Bridge. Trying to get over the top of that was Kane Thompson. Now Bridge. Bridge looks up. It's a big wall of amber and black in front of him. There's the penalty advantage now for Canterbury.
No release.
Drummond looking for Mackay, and Mackay set at the money volley trying to rip his head off. Big chance for Sanders. Sanders spins and the kernel is over.
Oh, how relentless are Canterbury when they get ball in hand and just spy a gap. The kickoff we saw, a short one, wasn't controlled by this Taranaki side, and Rod Thompson pounced on it and just took off. There's Tamani Valu going up. Thompson pounced on ball. Enor outside him, did the right thing, didn't try and offload, set the ruck up again, and then it was just down to hard work. Bridge, once again, making the right option, taken. It was just a penalty in here where the player didn't release him. And then, once again, just good hard graft, low body position. And that's a really good try by Canterbury.
Well, they've had a turnover of loose forwards too due to injury, haven't they? They've lost Luke Whitelock. Last week they lost Jed Brown, who's had a heck of a season. But this fella has not been far behind them at all, and he has stepped up in the last week and a half. And again, you see him in the right position at the right time. Powerful number 6. So look for the name of Sanders.
Richie Moonga looking for his second conversion of the night. He turns. Doesn't even watch it. Sails over the black dot. And Taranaki, for all the physicality of their start, find themselves down by 14.
Well, he said at the start, Colin Cooper, he said discipline and holding on to the ball when we get it. Well, I've got to command some restarts.
There are very few teams in this competition, Ian Smith, as Feta gets us underway. Sanders climbing high. That can better Canterbury aerially. That is one of the strengths of their game, the real strength of their game. That one's over the top, and here's the penalty for the pull down on Tom Sanders.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tamani Valu, he was the guy going up for the ball again. And just didn't get his timing right.
Made him fall as he did.
I don't think there was anything in it, to be fair, Smithy, but just got it wrong, and once again, just lets Canterbury off the hook, doesn't it?
They're hot on it, aren't they? I'm not sure about that. Is that a contest?
Oh, he certainly hasn't hooked his arm around him and pulled him down on purpose. I think he was up in the air competing for the ball, wasn't he?
Certainly no malice in it for me.
No.
Just tad unlucky all round.
Well, it's a fine line between being aggressive and being the assailant in this game, isn't it? Sanders is back. That's the thing about Canterbury Rugby and Shield game. They always have this mystical power over the opposition. You look like a possum caught in the headlights sometimes when this team gets into full stride. Yeah,
and the hard part is you're now 14 points down, Taranaki, and you really do have to score some points now and get your hand on ball.
Drummond has to wait for the bounce. It's fortuitous. Bateman, with ball from Tim Bateman as Mackay tries to step inside McKenzie.
Tackle!
And Matalimana Comes across to make the tackle finally. Where is that ball? Buried in there somewhere. And Mike Fraser penalises Taranaki again. Gift here for Richie Moonga.
Or Brendan, decision time. What do you think?
Well,
with this roll, this momentum, where would you go?
I think they're going to whack it into the corner. I really do. They've got a big forward pack. It's something they do well, Smithy, don't they? They tend to chuck it up the jersey quick, as we see Bateman, the captain, coming over and have a wee yarn, but he's totally done the opposite of Jinxton. Well, I thought they might have gone for the corner. I really did, Sumo. That was probably that momentum that they had.
If there's one thing about this team is that at times you think when they've got teams on the ropes, they do tend to look for the conservative option. This is a conservative option, but look, we're only 15 minutes into a Shield game, and Richie Moonga, the way he's kicking this season, he's going to back himself.
Yeah, and that's a fair call. I think we're still getting a wee bit, so I suppose, mystified, like you said, rabbit in the headlights with the fact that this is still a Shield match. And first and foremost, they want to win it. And this Taranaki side is more than capable of getting 14 more points back quite easily. They just need to get their hands on the ball.
Well, they've been challenged once, really, on the scoreboard in Ranfurly Shield play in this current rain. As Moonga nails 3 more, that's 17 points to 0. But going through their scores, and if we just discount the 2 Heartland challenges, their first defence, 47-18 over North Harbour last year, 30-24 Otago. That was the only challenge they've had. 78-20 over Southland, 78-5 over Counties Manukau, and 37-17 over Waikato.
Yeah, well, that Canterbury game against Otago was really a cracker, wasn't it? Another one for the history books.
Dunshay good in the air once more. And Canterbury through now, Ben Fennell. Decide to go straight up the guts. Here's Drummond. He has got plenty on that. Coming forward. Taranaki can't get their hands on it. Billy Harmon can, but it's a knock-on.
Well, the problem Taranaki have got now is that they will have had a game plan, and theirs would have been to take points early, but just after 17 minutes coming up, it's almost got to the stage, Brendan, where threes are out of the question. They need tries.
Couldn't agree with you more. They really do need to get some points on the board, and I don't think they're going to be able to kick penalties and win this one. They really do have to score points and get over that white line.
Still quite a bit of movement.
They just haven't had the ball, though.
Just a shot there of the standings as well. Just shows the importance of this game, bearing in mind that Taranaki still have 2 games remaining. Canterbury just the one after this against Auckland. A wonderful way to finish the season, that is.
Well, they've got Mate Ali in behind the scrum there. He's about 15 metres back behind the number 8's feet, and he's an option to inside or outside Perifeta, providing they get a platform.
Well, a bit of talk too this week about some of the Taranaki boys who were told their Crusader teammates, make sure you hold on to the shield. We're coming to get you. A couple of them right there. Manasa Mate Ali, Sean Wainui, Seta Tamanivalu, Marty McKenzie, all part of the Crusaders setup. Josh Mackay.
Bind.
Deep in the backfield.
Sit.
Tauriorangi whips it out. Now Perofeta over the top. Again, a hint of a hole back there as Sean Wainui came through in a rough challenge. Ball in Canterbury hands, and they've dropped it again. Sanders, he lets it go. And that's a knock-on against Canterbury.
Forward, no advantage.
3 knock-ons straight, and Canterbury will concede the loose head.
No advantage. Then knock
Sanders did a great job there. Taranaki head ball in hand, and he just went in and ripped it clean. Fortunately, Billy Harmon,
Can you watch whose head pops up first?
George Bridge just smacking into each other, but there's the turnover. Really was a bit of a comedy of errors there, Smithy.
Yeah, Leon Powell was the player that wrestled it clear of, but Sanders now, you think, even at this early stage, something has to come from this attacking situation for Taranaki. Options either side.
Crouch.
12 tries they have scored in second quarter play this year. That is the most of any team in the competition.
Sit.
Don't write them off just yet. Halafihi brings it out of the boot and then throws a wild old dummy. Billy Harmon is right on him. Not to affect the turnover, couldn't do so. Sita Tamanivalu engages reverse and backs into the defence. Tahuriurangi. This time up to Rickettsali. And he's stopped in his tracks. Good tackle by Tokulahi. Now Soakula. Can't get through the defence this time. That tackle made by Alex Hodgman. That one is just too easy. Tim Bateman. And the old legs do the job. Try number 7 for Bateman this season.
Well, that's just come through pressure. We saw this Taranaki side trying to move the ball wide. This Canterbury team, they just push up and they make big tackles. Riccatelli trying to take it up, and then Perifetta throwing the ball. As soon as that left his hand, Smithy, he knew he was a goner.
Well, we've seen this before, haven't we? How many intercepts have they got this year, Canterbury? Some of their players have run so many metres because they get intercepts so often, and Bateman has got his fair share of them tonight. Yeah, and that was poor from Perifetta. He must have known that that defence was encroaching on the outside. Better he had a runner off his shoulder. If it wasn't that, he had to take it into contact. But that was just an absolute nothing pass and a gift to a side that doesn't need it.
How good is it having Tim Bateman back in our game? Came back this year, joined up with the Crusaders. Limited game time, but it was fundamental to that team this year in terms of what he did off the field and leadership. And here he is, 7 tries deep into a Mitre 10 Cup season.
Yeah, we talked about it pre-game with Mel Sumo, just about how good he has been and probably how much pressure he's taken off Richie Melwanga, and having that experience outside. Richie, this guy has been great. We sort of forget he's been around the game a long time as we see him intercept the ball and the old legs go. But he's been around a while and he's still only 29.
How he hasn't pulled a hammy there is beyond me. What a champ. Perifetta. He's getting accustomed to restarts. That one's knocked on. Canterbury will have the advantage. Doubling back for that is Rob Thompson. There'll be no advantage, so we'll have the scrum. Taranaki just cannot buy a trick at restart time. Smithy, that's a problem.
That is a trouble, and if you're going to have so many of them, you've got to be good at them, whether you're receiving them or setting them up. But they just, at the moment, they need that man on screen just to grab them all by the scruff of the neck. He's had a couple of opportunities under his post and say, right, okay, it's a long way back, but we're not going to do it with fancy football. We're going to do it by going back to what we know best, and that's getting the ball, securing the ball, and holding on to it. They're not doing that well at all. Another opportunity here from Canterbury to attack from deep, and you will know that they will try.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Ready. Ready.
Easy ball for Drummond. Straight across, and there's one the other way. Sinatamanivalu. Taranaki get on the score sheet. Someone get me an abacus.
That is some pair of hands, because that was quick.
That was travelling, wasn't it, Smithy? Absolutely travelling. The pass, I tell you what, if he didn't take it, it would have been dangerous, but an intercepted. Didn't they need that? Didn't they need that? Here it is here, the pass nice and flat. Thompson, as soon as he biffed that, Tamanivalu was onto it like a flash.
That is a quick pair of hands. Oh, reel that in at pace. How timely all around for that. For that piece of play to bring Taranaki and lift their spirits in a split second of brilliance.
Talk about second quarter, the number of tries they have scored. Is that the catalyst they require? Taranaki finally on the score sheet after watching a procession of Canterbury points at the other end. 23 minutes gone. Marty McKenzie, great draw on that. 7 points in the bag for Taranaki, 24-7 the score.
Oh, yeah, that's safe for Tamanivalu. The last couple of times he's tried to go for ball, really hasn't worked out, but this one he just dragged in one-handed. That's gold. Absolute gold, and just what they needed to get back in this match.
Richie Mo'unga straight down the middle of the park. And Peter Soakula brings that one under control. Composure now required. Stephen Perifetta Doesn't matter how you score them. There's no diagrams on a scorecard. Taranaki will just be pleased they've got something to show for this opening 25. Bridge carries it up. That's loose behind the breakdown. Here's Mitch Graham. Straight into Richie Moonga, who stood his ground. Now McKenzie at pace from the back. Looking to get this one over the top of the captain, Bateman, and it's gone too far. They'll come all the way back.
Oh, Smithy, I don't know whether kicking's going to get them back in the game. They had
Scrum back.
numbers there on the front foot. I think that one probably could have been passed, and Marty will be gutted with himself
Presume you're scrum back.
as he looks to the heavens. Unfortunately, Marty, that ain't going to help, mate.
It's not, because it's given Canterbury a perfect opportunity centre field here. They'll be hurting from that intercept. You know that they're not a bad side either, just by the by Sumo before half-time. They tend to cash in a wee bit, so here's an opportunity for this back three, and haven't they been great for them, this young group of players? You can add Suckling into that group as well, what they have done and how enterprising they've been.
Speaking of George Bridge before the game, here's a guy in his second year of Mitre 10 Cup rugby, and he's leading the back three. Turnover rate in our game is frightening. But a great opportunity this. They have players left and right. Mitch Drummond will wait and let the forwards do their thing. Now Moonga takes on the line. And Tahuri Orangi was there to make the tackle. Now Drummond, stay left. Not willing to go wide. Tahuri Orangi working both shoulders. Now Drummond finds Bird, and Bird is taken down. Bosher again trying to get over the top and get his hands on that ball. Hodgman tipped on. It's loose, but it's effective. Here's George Bridge again. George Bridge stepping inside. Oh, my Lord. He's happy.
Well, Sumo, you miss one tackle, you're going to be in trouble, but we missed three of them. You really are in massive trouble. The tip on here, doesn't it always happen? It just goes to hand. And this guy here has been absolutely magnificent, particularly going to fullback. He's great on his feet. Two massive big side steps. And right under the dot, Smithy. How good is that to watch?
And the last guy he goes past is McKenzie, who kicked the ball dead and gave them that centre field opportunity. He's the one coming across there, had the last crack at Bridge, not good enough really. So yes, they pay. Canterbury do make you pay, and as soon as they concede one, they get one back. But on the point of you saying he's a leader, Sumo, he is more than a leader, this kid. He's got big future stamped all over him.
Oh, absolutely right. And that conversion is good as well. 31 points to 7. Forget the abacus. Need a Casio.
Yeah, look, I tell you what, I must admit, even before the game, talking to a few people, I never thought the score would be anywhere like this after 27 minutes. This Canterbury side, you make mistakes against them, they will make you pay.
George Bridge now with 6 tries this season. It's all his stats. He leads in carries, he leads in metres, he leads in defenders beaten. He truly is one of the greatest talents on show in this competition. Now McKenzie over the top, finds Tor Halawhihi, and Halawhihi tries to bump off Mackay, who holds his ground. Tahuri Orangi, Mitch Graham caught from behind, that looked awkward. Now Perofeta. And that one is too tough to handle for Bridge, who was stationed in the backfield.
No touch, was there?
They really have persisted with the kicking game. I think the point made earlier, Torf, is you're not going to break down Canterbury in that game. Given the fact their back three have run more metres than any other back three in the competition, they'll just bring it back at you.
And the kicks in particular aren't exactly what you call attacking kicks, are they? They're not the regathered, they're not a chip. We don't often see chips regathered anyway. They've got to do something a wee bit different. I think hanging on the ball is the way.
Mitchell Dunshane, 22 line-out takes this season for him, including 5 steals. Now McKenzie goes to the air. Chasing this is Mateli. Oh, he has to thread his way through a host of Canterbury players. Fennell now drops it off for Moonga. Riccatelli was there to make the tackle.
Out, go! No, leave it.
Taranaki just cannot buy a turnover at breakdown time either. Back from Sanders to Bateman. Bateman finds Woods again, Mackay. And Tamani Balu, aggressive on defence. Back for Hodgman. Hodgman throwing short balls all over the show. And the ball was called.
No, it didn't. It's a quick ball, straight to deck, not coming out of there.
The referee wasn't calling the maul, but half the Taranaki team were, and they got their way.
Players from both sides.
Gee, they wanted it, to be fair. They really needed it. Once again, we see a nothing kick. Didn't that. Hodgman's been outstanding just on the short balls, but I'll tell you what, for now, I won't be thanking him for that one. He got absolutely bowled there.
No, not really. No.
By Kane Thompson.
Here he is. Plenty of salt and that pepper these days, Kane Thompson. Alex Hodgman, looking at Reed Princep there. Hodgman has now made more than 70 tackles this season. He's missed one. By far and away,
Impressive.
Best tackle count of any front rower in the comp.
Sit. Steady now.
Halafihi playing out of Tahuriurangi, up over the halfway line. Halafihi again in support. Showing some hustle, Taranaki, but it's loose again. O'Donnell has to cut back in field where Enor cuts him down. Tahuriurangi finds Thompson. Thompson offloading. Perofeta does the same, just over the halfway line, loose again. Now Ricky Riccatelli goes off on a little side trip. And he's penalised for holding on.
Strong over the ball, holding on.
Well, Smithy, this will be the first time I've seen Taranaki
Holding on.
without not a lot of ideas. That there was just rubber shoveled from side to side, and Riccatelli in the end made a decision to go forward with no support whatsoever.
Well, this is where the leadership has to come in. They have to find their structures, or they have to get through at least a half-time without any further damage on the board, so Colin Cooper can get into them and reiterate a few things. That was a turnover instigated by Billy Harmon, yet another player to take an opportunity.
Well, the mistake this made, uncharacteristic. Richie Moanga misses touch. Mitchell Drummond is back, takes it on the full. Now look to spark something again. George Bridge kicks it high. Eyes on the ball, and it's Tamani Balu who climbs.
Release!
And he's taken down on the 10-metre line. Tahuriurangi. Now Soakula. One of the front runners in this year's Dwayne Monkley medal, Riccatelli. Comes off a long lead, but well read by Mitch Dunshay. Declan O'Donnell slips out of the first. Counter ruck is good from Canterbury, and Taranaki fortunate to get the ball back. Here's Dalval. Puts a long reach on that, and Mitch Dunshay says thanks very much. And then he loses it. Peter Soakula again on the carry. It is willing at breakdown time here. Dunshay this time flops over, can't get his hands on the ball. Tahuriurangi. Perofeta whipping it across. They've gone a long way backwards. Someone has to go forward. They do now. Here's Stephen Perofeta. Looks to stand them up. What a try that is. Straight through the attempt of Braden Enor, and Stephen Perofeta keeps Taranaki in the hunt.
Oh, Marty McKenzie, take a bow. That was outstanding work. There really wasn't a lot on there. See the pass here he got from Perofeta. He made the decision, big dummy to his left, the beautiful inside pass, and then there was still a heap of work to do, and Enor couldn't do it, and that's a really good try.
And a collision there between Rob Thompson and Enor at the back, but beautiful steps, two great steps, one from Marty McKenzie and one from Perofeta there, which was an absolute beauty. In fact, it was Billy Harmon in the collision, but this is just wonderful stuff. Standing start, looking left, then that massive step off the left foot there, which gave him the opportunity for the odd mismatch. And that was what they needed, and that's how they converted.
Yeah, it was the old prop on the inside. Just didn't quite get across. Tokalei always going to be tough when you've got a fullback on a front row, but Marty McKenzie did the right thing. We see the kick go over, and that's a really good try. Well done. They needed that one again.
31 plays 14. Last year, the game between these two teams was an absolute ripper as well. 39-34 on that occasion.
Well, they've just proved that they can get back in this match, haven't they, Sumo? This Taranaki side, they're certainly got plenty of firepower.
I haven't known the Canterbury side to line out. Ever. Here's O'Donnell stepping through. Gets a good ball away. Soakula, what a good line from him. He's bumping off players left, right and centre. George Bridge brings him down. Now the line is there. McKenzie out to Sean Wainui. Back for McKenzie. Trying to find a way through as Canterbury get themselves organised. O'Donnell again, busy first half. Now Halafihi away to Boscher. Richie Mwanga there to meet him. And they string a few phases together. It has been problematic for Taranaki so far in this first half. Turnovers, costly. Straight through the middle again they go. Canterbury make the tackles through Alex Hodgman. Tahuri Orangi to Leon Powell. Powell will set play, 5 in from touch. Back they come, Mitch Graham. He's met by 2. Short side option once more. Backline very deep for Taranaki. Out here on the left. Soakula gets a fend on Mitch Drummond. That's tough meters from Taranaki now. Short ball, Mitchell Graham. Inside the 22, they rumble on. The Amber and Blacks on attack. Dropped off for Tamani Valo, and he's thrown it away. It's gone back off Richie Mwanga into the hands of Drummond. And they will concede the penalty. Seta Tamani Valo taps and goes, just taken down. Tahuri Orangi looks up, has a dig himself, can't quite make it.
No hands!
Massive defence required now as Taranaki looks to score before the break. Mitchell Graham. He sets the ball just to the side of the post. A penalty advantage now, but Taranaki not required. Peter Soakula is over. Try number 3 for the visitors.
Oh, how good has this guy been with ball in hand? We saw some big meters from him before, but just great body position and forwards working hard. Oh, gee, we've got a game on our hands here, Smithy. What a great try.
Well, it is a great try, but it goes back a lot further than that. They've found their confidence and they've found their ability to hold on to the ball pretty much so anyway. And then when Drummond got the turnover there, they got it back, Taranaki. They were playing under advantage here of offside, so you see the arm go out from Mike Fraser, but they didn't need it for long. And that is, as you say, the second quarter, it's big for them again.
3 tries tonight. And Marty McKenzie's good with a conversion. Suddenly, a few worried faces. 31-21.
Wow, as we see, Soakula, just great body height and strength, wasn't it? Just magnificent effort, Sumo, to get nice and low, pump the legs. And I couldn't agree more with what Smithy said. They've just found a bit of confidence, haven't they?
Buffalo.
Well, they deserve a drink, the poor buggers. They've been down for so long.
Richie Mwanga's kick just kept in field. There's the knock on. Oh, Colin Cooper will be sitting in the coach's box wondering what's gone on there. Mike Fraser says it's gone backwards. I'm wondering what's going on there.
Come behind.
Everyone's wondering what's going on here. Taranaki looking to clear. Tahuri Orangi. His kick won't find touch. O'Donnell comes forward. Has that been knocked on? Still nothing. Taranaki in possession. Soakula again. 1 minute before the break. What a ripping Ranfurly Shield game this is.
Backwards.
Angus Starvel's left that behind. Pedal Feta now.
Stop, goal, stop!
Wasn't planning on the kick, but had to make it under pressure. George Bridge. And he kicks it into the grandstand and caught by the fan. And he's done Canterbury a favour there, and he's taken a bow as well, that fan. Well played. Dominic Bird is down.
He's been down for a wee bit too, Sumo.
He's out of play.
Mike Fraser's just said he's out of play, so they're not going to stop for him as we see him rejoin.
Who's your receiver? You got a receiver?
Rigatelli's throw, it's knocked back. Again, Canterbury, very good defensively at line outside. Billy Harmon looks inside and finds Richie Wonga. Half-time siren, Mitch Drummond under pressure, looks back and finds Tim Bateman, the captain. Kicks it into row 10, we'll take a break. What a half. 52 points on the board, 7 tries in it.
30-odd points to 7. That really was a very one-sided game, but Taranaki's done a great job getting themselves back in it. And I'll tell you what, we've got a great second half in front of us, we really have.
We're right, Red.
Hamish Dalzell is on the park in jersey 19 for Canterbury, replacing Dominic Bird, who is undergoing an HIA. Billy Harmon takes the restart and takes it with ease. No competition on Billy Harmon for possession on that occasion. Drummond back for Moonga. And that is a loose grab. Taranaki giving away possession. Canterbury will enjoy this. Here's Mitchell Dunshea. Taken down on the tackle. Sets play. No, doesn't get the chance. We'll go back for that knock on. Just 5 scrums in the first half. So hardly one to savour for the scrum enthusiasts.
I've been impressed by Lachlan Boucher. There's been a couple of times in rucks he has gone in and done a heap of work. You see Mitchell Dunshea, look at Boucher, straight on the ball, on his feet. Big wide stance and a beautiful turnover. Unfortunately, the knock on first, so really was a great effort.
Let's go.
Crouch.
Well, there's the lineup.
Bind.
2 on the short side.
Sit.
Braden Enor waiting for an opportunity in this game. Play hasn't really gone his way so far tonight. Now they go. Richie Mwanga is there. It's a flat ball across the face. Here is Braden Enor. McKenzie was there to meet him. Caught one short out from the 22. Back for Drummond. Wide ball from Drummond to Dunshea, who drops a short one off to Ben Fennell. Now Mwanga. Hodgman again. Man can ball. Here's Fennell. Back for Reed Prinsep this time. Still just short of the 22-metre line. As Taranaki line up on defence again.
No.
Now Siari Tokalagi. And Agustavo puts the shoulder on him. Ricky Riccatelli almost getting the turnover. Short for Sanders, and Sanders spins out of one. Still going, Tom Sanders. Still going, Tom Sanders! That is a bulldozing run from the number 6.
It's over the line.
Mike Fraser will have a check. He says no, held up. Calling the scrum. Tom Sanders, relentless.
Oh, how good was this? He was pretty much tackled there. Up on his feet again and bounce. I know he went over a halfback, but he took a few forwards first. And I tell you what, Smithy, he must have been damn close there.
Great save in the end from Mataeli to get his hands and his body underneath a part of Tom Sanders there in the ball. Phenomenal run from a guy we spoke about in the first half. They just keep standing up, don't they? But those missed tackles, you cannot afford that, Taranaki, for one moment, let alone 5 tackles in the space of 20 seconds. Just a word to Sumo. It seems the word from the camp is that Dominic Bird will not be back, so his milestone game is over.
Oh, it's a shame for him, but safety first. Considering we're supporting mental health awareness this week in the Mitre 10 Cup, I would suggest that's a good play.
He took a big hit in the first half, didn't he? And got to be on the safe side. Big scrum here, Sumo. Great scrum by Canterbury.
They have a good line to work with. Will they go 8-9? They won't get the chance. Drummond now across for Thompson, and Matali covers nicely. Tuahalafihi is also there, and they rip it across the touchline. Thompson with nowhere to go.
Great defence. Really was great defence. The scrum was a good one. Slowly getting that side up. Mitchell Drummond having a wee look. Rob Thompson thought about it, then had another go, and then the cavalry arrived.
Taranaki getting on with the job. Here is Busher. Hodgman was trying to effect the turnover, can't do it. Here's Pedofeta. Looking for touch on the near grandstand side, won't find it. Mwanga, well stationed. Richie Mwanga cuts through the first. Finds Zeta on the left-hand side, that'll be a try. Taranaki's loose kicking game costs again.
And the poor chase, Brendan. Have a look at the chase.
You're dead right, Smithy. The chase absolutely average, and they'll be kicking themselves for it because Richie Mwanga, as good a footballer he is, should have been taken. There's the missed tackle, and then again, and the option was absolutely perfect. And this guy, you don't have to give him much room, and Braden Enoch will take it. Great try.
Well, he was sort of caught in two places, wasn't he, O'Donnell? He was the man that missed the tackle. He was a little bit worried about the Enor on the outside, but he really had to try and cut down Moanga from the outset. He wasn't able to do that, and they weren't able to stop Enor either. So Canterbury, dream start first half, dream start second half, as the rain just starts to fall.
9 tries for Braden Enor this season in his 7 games. It's quite the return. Richie Mwanga. Perfect night so far. This one right from the sideline. Oh, what a seed. What a seed that is.
Lovely kick. Head down, follow through. Absolutely spot on. He really has been good, Moanga. Just a great option, ran hard. The first tackle missed. Once you do that, you really are scrambling. It's just another kick off there. A bit too deep, Sumo.
Just no competition. Change made for Taranaki as well, Ian Smith, and it's a big name on the field.
Yeah, Charlie Ngatai in 22, Sumo, you're right, and that is for O'Donnell.
Leave it.
Set it to Mani Balu. Looks like he's moved out. Charlie Ngatai in the mixer. They concede the penalty. Mitch Graham
Cleaned off and you got back on.
looks at the referee and says, what's going on there?
I'm saying on this scrum, I've got dominance, and I feel like it's not.
No, I don't think there is dominant. I think it's fairly even, yeah. So I'm happy at this stage.
Oh, that's brilliant.
What about the honest from Tim Bateman? I'm not going to say I know what it is, but they're saying they've got dominance.
I like the reply from Mike Fraser. Nah, sorry, mate.
Knock on this time from Canterbury. Taranaki get a reprieve. Ian Smith, they just need to get working again here, Taranaki. The longer they let Canterbury have the run of this game, the harder this is going to get.
Well, sometimes half-time can be an enemy, can't it? Players want to break and they want to get the message from the coach, but sometimes it's a momentum killer, and there's no doubt in the last 10 minutes of the first half, Taranaki were getting it back.
Bitasua Kula. He's had a good season, hasn't he? And a good combination too with that loose forward trio. All of them bring complementary skills.
Absolutely, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? He's had a very well taken try in the first half. He's been good with ball in hand. And this is the area that Tim Bateman has said to the referee that he's got parity. Very, very interesting comment.
Let's go now.
Mitch Drummond imploring his forwards to hold the weight. Here's Tahuri Orangi, finds Ngatai. Charlie Ngatai. Left it behind now. Tuahalafihi has a dig right up the middle of the park. Back for Tahuri Orangi. Thompson will set. Can they stay on this right-hand side? Stephen Pitolfeta says to Manasa Martelli, chase this, and again it's too far. Bridge, easy. Offloaded to Josh Mackay. Did well in the tackle to set that. Counter ruck comes in, ineffective. And Richie Morgan. Straight down the park from him. Here's Pitolfeta once more. Carries it to the line, and he's dumped hard, just on Canterbury's side of the halfway. Wide this time. Halfway was set. Now picked up by Sowakula. Just running out of support. They were lucky. It arrived, and Halafihi again. Loose forwards, getting through their mahi now. Getting a bit wider. Here's Stephen Pitolfeta was trying to free it up. There was no one there to take the pass, and Bateman offside.
7, was it, Kane?
Billy Harmon, the man ping.
7, was it?
That
Number
Reed,
7 offside midfield.
great tackle, Reed Prinsep, wasn't it?
Oh, it had to be made, didn't it? Well, Marty McKenzie going to whack this one into the corner. Try and get their driving line out going. Oh, and a good kick.
Just be alert.
Taranaki have the line out. 6 out from the Canterbury line. 30 minutes remaining in the Shield game. 17 points the margin. And a lot of pressure on this young man's shoulders to get this throw right. That is simple. Right to the front. They will look to drive Canterbury over the line. They've got it set. Now they spin away. The try is scored. Ricky Riccatelli.
Begins the first point try for Taranaki. Ricky Riccatelli with his 3rd try of the season.
Simple stuff. They spun away. Canterbury couldn't organise in time. Good try.
Great try. And they set it up really well, didn't they? Nice and simple, short line out into the front. Didn't have to jump. And then just big power up front and great body height, Smithy.
Well, terrific work and good option, obviously, to go for the kick to the corner and back that line-out situation. So that'll give Canterbury something to talk about as they gather together again. That was well worked, as you say. So often you see the tribes go towards the back of the line-out so they can get them more midfield, give them more options, but straight to the front, everyone on the same wavelength. And Riccatelli had his hands on the ball twice. 2nd time it mattered, and that's another good kick.
What about the kicking display tonight from McKenzie and Morgan?
Just
unbelievable. 38-28, the 10-point gap reinstituted.
How chilled was it? He just sort of rocked back, got to the end of his run-up and ripped back into it.
Ollie Jaeger on an 18 for Canterbury for Tokalahi.
It has been entertainment from the opening minute this game. It truly has. 1v2 on the table. Ranfurly Shield on the line. Plenty of history and Shield rugby between them. And George Bridge can't hold on. Here's another chance. Outside, beautiful ball wide. Manasa Martelli can't get away from the tackle of Mackay. Although he did get back to his feet and played on again. Graham's short ball. Set again, Riccatelli. Taranaki starting to play with some real venom here. Great into passing from the visitors. Wide ball, set it to Tamani Balu for the corner. Inside, oh, Bush is over. What a play.
All right. No, don't walk away, boys. Walk away. It's not the Hunger Games. 10, 15. It doesn't, listen, it doesn't need you saying anything afterwards. Nothing. Back.
Not on-field try.
Yeah, good.
It's not the Hunger Games. How good.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, what a try,
Time
though.
off, Timo.
You can't tell
Sheldon,
him off
you
for
got
that.
me
That's a great line, Mike Fraser.
Yep, on-field decisions try. We've got a grounding here. We just want to check the touch on here on the infield pass.
What a ball by Tamani Valu. Absolutely outstanding ball by Tamani Valu. You see it here, the right foot goes down. There's the offload. How good is that? Straight past Mo'unga. Didn't have a chance.
Well, at what point did he get rid of that ball? Ian Smith, what do you think?
No problem at all for me. Well and truly out of the hands of Tamani Valu and Lachlan Bosher. Terrific game again tonight. Loose forward battle has been extraordinarily good. It really has. No problem at all for mine. Pass has left the hand there. Still well and truly in play. No issue at all. It's gone backwards. Try Taranaki.
Beautiful. Lachlan Bashir. Well, I tell you what, he has worked so hard around the breakdown tonight. It feels as if almost every time he has looked for a turnover, he has been a menace.
Okay, award the try. Thank you.
And here's the beneficiary here of a great break and some wonderful passing. Forwards and backs combining for Taranaki. It went back a long ways.
The Huriorangi, terrific vision to get the ball out wide. Great pass as well. Wonder what Charlie Nighthaw's had a little bit of stability in there already. You think, Brendan?
Oh, I agree with that. And the other thing with it is they've got to keep an eye on him because the boy can spot a gap and take it. And that is an absolute beauty.
It truly has been a sumptuous display of kicking tonight. Well, we could go on about it, but the Chizzer himself into the game in the yellow headgear. Some of the passing from him, the vision from him, you just feel as if something has gone up a notch here for Taranaki. Seta Tamani Valu is throwing himself at everything. Here's Riccatelli. Hodgman is there to make the tackle. It is a three-point ball game, and there's still 26 minutes to go. Bridge, no contest, takes it in. Up over the halfway line, and he's met Bosher again. Look at him, straight in over the ball, straight in for the turnover play.
Oh, what a champion. Great tackle by Kane Thompson for a start. He got him to the deck early. And George Bridge didn't release the ball, and that guy there has been absolutely magnificent. Regardless of the try he scored, he has been brilliant over the ball. Smithy, absolutely magnificent.
Inciting them. Yeah, I suggest you do.
Well, now Eric Murray, our world champion and Olympic champion rower, spent a fair bit of time down here at Lincoln and Avon. He's watching this game. And enjoying every second of it. That is a massive kick.
What an amazing kick.
A massive kick.
Wow, what variation they got up their sleeve. That was the front of the line out last time. Let's see where Taranaki opt to go here.
We'd have to say, Smithy, the last three kicks of Marty McKenzie's have been absolutely brilliant. 2 shots a goal and 1 down the touch.
Well, the both kicks down here on the penalties would have led. First one led to a try. Will they set the drive again? That's the question. Look for Riccatelli. He'll want a double. They go to the back. Taken down by Kane Thompson. Riccatelli trying to get his hands on the ball, but Canterbury very well organised here. Riccatelli has it. Tahuriorangi wants it. Riccatelli says, not right now, you're not. Just need to be careful if they split this ball, they don't get players in front. And Sanders has swum through. Mike Fraser says advantage applies. Riccatelli again. Penalty advantage for Taranaki. Tahuriorangi with a short ball. And then it's taken away by Mo'unga.
Around the side.
Now a decision to be made.
Unbound and then swum around.
A draw's not enough to lift the log of wood.
Number 6, you're around the side.
We are getting to the stage now, though, Brendan. We wrote off 3-pointers about an hour ago. But now all of a sudden they're in the equation.
Yeah, and they're going to take those 3 points. Once again, another really good drive set up. You know, I had a funny feeling, and that's probably the penalty. There it is. Sanders in the wrong side. So,
just keep showing us those clear releases.
Well, this boy's kicked a couple of absolute crackers from the touchline. This one, I think he might take a little bit more time about, Smithy.
Oh, I don't know. put the watch on it. He's in the zone.
The attacking lifters.
McKenzie is good. 38, plays 38.
Yeah, bring him on.
But let's be honest here, 34 minutes into this game, the score was 31-7. It is now 38-all. I am living in a parallel universe tonight.
Well,
Nathan Vella in jersey 16 joins the fray for Ben Fennell.
This game is not going to slow down. Solakula takes it in from the kickoff. Tahuriarangi is back. Profeta under some pressure. George Bridge. Composure is king. They've had a fright already this year, Canterbury, when Otago almost pulled it off here at AMI Stadium. They had a thumping too at the hands of Wellington. But they are 7 defences into their 15th reign with the Shield. Have they got what it takes?
Leave it now, Gold, leave it!
Richie Moanga away to Bateman, and Bateman floats it over the top. Here's Mackay, steps inside one. Can't get away from Mutali as Sean Wainui comes across. They counter-ruck again, Taranaki. Bateman getting involved, comes out the back. Hamish Dalzell just dropped it. And that pass has been dropped, has it? No, play on. Somehow, Richie Moanga back in possession.
He's a first man, he's a first man.
Stolen. Taranaki kick it downfield. And relieve the pressure once more.
Oh, their scramble defence has just been magnificent. It's been a couple of times we've seen Moanga just go through a half break. And they've done a great job of getting back.
Number 5. 5 Gold.
19 for 5 for Taranaki. So that's Finn Huiata in
tight.
jersey 19 for Leon Power.
Wait on, boys.
Great shift from Big Leon.
Time on.
He has worked hard. Deserves a breather. That one has gone backwards. No, says Mike Fraser. Knock on. Knock on. Canterbury will get the feed.
Oh, Halafihi not very happy about that one, but he,
Red Scarf.
unfortunately for Finn Hoata, he did knock it on.
Ground's quite hard. We're working really hard on stability. It's been pretty good, so new players. Let's see it.
38 all. Holy moly, I really did. I wonder what the old Canterbury coaches were thinking at 31-7. I certainly think they'll be sitting a wee bit closer to the edge of their seat at 38 all. Holy moly.
Rob Thompson. Great season for the Highlanders.
Crouch.
Braden Enna about to embark on a Super Rugby career with the Crusaders.
Hold on. What are you doing hitting his hand?
You know, Smithy, we walked past Luke Whitelock before this game. He was so desperate to be ready to play in it. He said, we all want to play in these games. Now we know why.
Yeah, well, he'll be playing next week, regardless of whether they've got the log or wood or not. It might just be the Mitre 10 Championship they're interested in then. But, you know, Canterbury, they never lay down, they never die. And they still, at this stage, are the holders because Taranaki have not got in front of them. Yeah, and Luke Whitelock, as you said, he was desperate to play, but Glenn Delaney said, no, let's just give it another 7-8.
Scrum's a mess, and they get the free kick. Mitchell Drummond gets on with the job. Short ball, through the hole goes Bateman.
Bosha, big tackle again.
He has been all over the park, that much is for real. Tom Sanders. Inside the Taranaki half they go. George Bridge taken down by Charlie Ngatai. He's straight back to his feet.
Leave it now, you're off your feet.
Back for Drummond. Here's Nathan Vella into the game for the industrious Ben Fennell. Moanga drops it off for Dalzell. Dalzell replacing Dominic Bird, who was taken out of the match with a head knock in his 50th. They get wide again. Braden Enor coming across to make the tackle was Wainui. Still they rumble up. Canterbury through Vella. And he's taken by Finn Huiata.
Hold, no, hold, go.
Drummond. Big period of phase play this for Canterbury as Moanga makes some metres up the middle, and Boscher there again. Drummond. Some space out wide. Canterbury desperate to find their way to the edge here. And the turnover looks good. There's the penalty for Taranaki. And their hustle at the breakdown all night long has been admirable.
Oh, it's been awesome, to be fair. It really has got them out of trouble a couple of times.
Holding on. Tackler and first arriver.
Particular Boscher, who's been great. He's down here on the right-hand side, Smithy.
Oh, that's Ricky Riccatelli who's getting up. Look at him. He is absolutely knackered.
They look all right. We'll play on.
Lachlan Boscher. From the moment we saw him
We're playing on.
play for the Chiefs against Wales, we've known we're looking at something quite special. And tonight, regardless of result, he has done nothing but enhance his reputation.
Use the line there. Line's the mark, boys.
Short line out here from Taranaki. They've got a couple of their big runners out wide. Halafihi just sitting in behind Perifeta.
Yeah, hold the throw. You can match up. All right now? Yeah.
One of the last 5 penalties. 4 of the last 5 against Canterbury. Composure, discipline, all of these words you talk about every week. And Smithy in a Ranfurly Shield game, they are truly meaningful.
Well, see, one side can see the finish line, the other one's defending it. It's intriguing.
Boscher gets the pass away. There's a short ball to Sean Wainui. Tahuri Orangi now rearranging himself. Riccatelli. He's had a shift today as well as Ricky. Finn Huiata. They will have the scrum advantage this time. Taranaki making their way upfield. That pass over the top from Ngatai bounces well. Wainu.
That's the advantage over.
Here's Boscher. Turns it back to Perofeta, and Dalzell's all over him. They stay short side. Looking for a way through. 38 all the score as we count down to the final 15 minutes.
Leave it. Don't go in there.
Phase after phase at the moment. Here's Huiata again. Drops it out the back for McKenzie, and McKenzie. Wide ball for Seta Tamanivalu, puts the kick ahead. Tamanivalu on the chase. Tamanivalu puts an arm out. I think Bridges got it.
22.
And Mike Fraser says yes, he did.
22.
What a great kick. Absolutely fantastic
Time
kick.
off. You've got quite a lot of blood here.
Yeah, George
Time
Bridge
off
got
the
a blood
Don't wipe it on your jersey.
problem. Gee whiz, he had to show all his defensive skills here, scramble. They do it well, but this was an amazing contest, a beautifully weighted kick.
Great camera work.
Time's off.
There as he
It's got the blood.
washes a bit of blood off the old snorer.
We're done with those subs.
Here's the last time Canterbury were defeated in a Ranfurly Shield match. It was by this very team, Taranaki. That is when Taranaki held the Shield in 2012. They were the holders on that occasion. Today they're the challengers. McKenzie just watches this one. He knows it's not his best work. Has to get back now. Moanga could sense that he wasn't at home. McKenzie. Downfield again. It's a game of force back here. Now Moanga. Over the top and the bounce. Favourable from a Canterbury point of view, but into touch.
Red throw.
More changes to Ian Smith.
Yeah, jersey 24, Taranaki, and Kane Thompson's made his way for Brad Tucker.
Well, they've been good tonight, Leon Power and Kane Thompson, 2 men who have had plenty of miles on the clock. Fresh legs all over the park now. Moanga away to Bateman, an inside ball, and they're just shutting that down. Again, it's well read by Charlie Ngatai. Drummond round the edge. Mitchell Drummond. Drummond on his opposite, Tahuri Orangi. He'll set play for Dalzell. The ball is good. Thompson gets shut down, drops it out the back. Wainui now looking for the turnover. Counter ruck is good. They win the penalty again. Taranaki.
Well, it's just their aggressiveness in the breakdown. They're just throwing numbers in. Canterbury have always been one of those teams that don't throw a lot of numbers in. They just be very accurate. But gee, you'd have to admire the way
Screen ball out.
this Taranaki side is throwing numbers in. Great break by Mitchell Drummond.
Guess who?
Yes. Poor kick from Marty McKenzie, looking for a lot more distance than that.
Find the mark, boys. Open up.
It's a little greasy on the surface now. It's been drizzling now for 10, 15 minutes. Not heavy, but just enough. And now, Brendan, we get to the stage where 3 does matter, discipline does matter, territory matters.
Yeah, how good is it? Shield match, we couldn't ask for better here. Sumo, this really is an absolutely fantastic finish to this game.
5 tries, 5 conversions. That's what it is for each team. Add a penalty in apiece. 38-4 here at AMI Stadium. And again, that kick is far too long from Taranaki. It's been the one blight tonight in their game. McKenzie.
Holding goal.
Plenty on that from McKenzie, but it's still infield as Moonga stations himself just inside. And they envelop him in the tackle, taken down inside his own half. Drummond will kick. Tamani Valu will come forward, and no one will grab it on the full. Knocked back. Charlie Ngatai picks up, offloads to Tamani Valu. Can't quite free the arms on this occasion, but still the ball is live. Taranaki with a big opportunity. Billy Harmon gets in over the ball. Tahuri Urangi back for Taubau. Now McKenzie. Ngatai again. Charlie Ngatai looks so calm and collected. Big chance on the right. Bosher will go in again. Taranaki have the lead.
Touch and go, touch and go. He's given it.
Just have a check at the footage here, Shelby.
Well, he's going to have a wee look, I think, just at the corner flag, but man, what an outstanding piece of play by Taranaki, one side to the other. Guys making great decisions with ball in hand. Tamani Valu has just been immense the second half with ball in hand. And here's the replay here, Bosher nice and low. Oh, always a try, isn't it, Smithy?
Yep, it is. It is.
Cheers.
Well deserved as well. And I tell you what, he's gone. He's gone for the night. What a match he's had. What 70 minutes Lachlan Bosher has had.
Lachlan Bosher scores twice, and the second puts Taranaki in the lead. And the 69th minute of this Shield game. Marty McKenzie has had a perfect night, and it continues.
You deserve to jump up and down, boys. That is an absolutely magnificent kick. Darbout did a great job. That sent the try out. Ngatai, once again, just making good decisions. The offload. Halavihi, beautifully timed pass. Great try.
45 plays 38. For the first time in the game, the Amber and Blacks have the lead. And what a time to grab it. Adrian Wirral on the field, Ian Smith.
He is, and as I said, that is for Bosher. Oh no, no!
Chance down. Mattiali for the corner. Bridge coming across. No show. Vanessa Mattiali extends the lead. Oh,
unbelievable. 99% 90% of the time, that little chip kick would have gone the right way for Mo'unga. But Manasa Mataele has plucked it out of the air and sprinted 50 metres. Yeah, good set, Smithy.
Well, we saw one from Tamana Valu. That's just as good. His was off the hand, but that is just as good to control that ball. Away. Absolutely gone.
This has been an unbelievable game of footy. 50 points on the board for Taranaki. They have scored 43 points to 7 since the 34th minute of this game. You wouldn't believe that unless we'd seen it.
And they've got their tails up. That's the most amazing part. At 31-7, they've done magnificently well to get back into this game. But, man, they've got their tail up now.
He couldn't, could he? He couldn't, could he?
Yes, he could.
He could.
Good.
I've never seen anything like it.
Go
Marty
on.
McKenzie could kick a goal in jandals from the car park tonight.
Well, it's such a great style. Forget all the hand-holding, the praying, the talking. Just get back and kick it,
Just
son.
kick it, mate. Yeah, great effort.
Two converted tries. That's the equation now. Canterbury, surely the best they can hope for is a draw. It was a draw the last time Taranaki played in a Shield game. 20-all against Waikato. They were denied. That one has been dropped. Another chance for the Amber and Blacks. Halafihi. And that trips across the touchline.
Also been good tonight. Very good.
The entire loose ball trio. Bosher the standout, Smithy, but what about the carry work of Sowakula and Halafihi? Well, Bosher just made an absolute pest of himself defensively. They shovel it on. They look for something. Princep on the carry.
Tackle now!
Well, I'm not much of a spiritual man, but if I were, I'd suggest that Peter Burke is smiling down on this Taranaki team tonight.
Well, we've just seen exactly what I thought would happen. Is this Canterbury team are going to have to force things, Smithy, aren't they? And that's where mistakes are going to happen. This Taranaki side will know exactly that, and they will push hard.
Well, Taranaki have got to just keep playing rugby. Just keep playing rugby. Don't sit on this. It's a handsome lead with 6 minutes to go. You back most sides, but not against Canterbury, not when they're desperate. So just keep playing rugby. And they've got a perfect opportunity to do that here and back the sparkling back line.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah, that wee bit of moisture that you said before, Smithy, is still just spitting a bit there.
Sorry?
And having to force
Being
passes. This Canterbury side's going to have to make
two
sure
being
their
subbed.
skill level is right up there.
Yeah, I
It
think
really has been magnificent in this first half. As we see a change, Riccatelli has had a big day, Smithy.
Donald Marker in 16 for Taranaki. Oh, Ricky Riccatelli. Bit of a cult figure, isn't he?
Look at him.
Right, time's going on.
Great,
right?
mate.
Oh, it's phonetically pleasing.
Could you find him somewhere in Godfather 5 or something?
I'll tell you what,
Keep it close.
he's going to be looked after if he win the
Stay in
Shield.
there, don't pull back. I'll deal with it. Come closer. He's right. Stay down there.
5 times Taranaki have been successful in Shield challenges.
Crouch.
The last time against Southland in 2011. They lost it to Waikato in one of the biggest defeats in Shield holder history in 2012. They've only had 2 challenges since. And in this, the third, they're in the driver's seat. Seta Tamani Balu, another huge contributor this evening. Sowakula, 1 try for him tonight. Tahuriorangi pops it up on the 15-metre mark and 5 out from the line. Finn Hoiara has to scramble back and regain possession.
Use it!
Adrian Wirral. Another who's been around. Knows what it's like to be a part of a Shield era.
Use it.
Tahurirangi, you can just sense, Smithy, they're slowing the pace of this game.
Step.
And why wouldn't you? Graham this time. 10 phases deep on the play. Looking for the drop goal, and it's good. That's it, surely. Stephen Pedofeta joins the ranks of Ross Brown and kicks a droppy in a Shield game.
You're a legend, Sumo. I didn't think you're going to bring Ross Brown out of the hat, but you're spot on.
Holding.
Drop goals, Taranaki, Ranfurly Shields, synonymous.
Oh, he's kicked plenty of those. Still holds the record, Ross Brown, for drop goals in a Shield game.
Leave it now, leave it. It's good.
55-38. Canterbury aren't done with yet. Here's Dalzell, gets the pass away, but they can't find hands.
He's not gone off goal.
Knocked on from Taranaki, still a chance. Done Shea, and that one's crossed the line. It's panic stations here.
Off goal on the ground. Red ball.
Oh, once again, that scrambled defence by Taranaki has been absolutely magnificent tonight, in the second half in particular.
Yeah, I thought it was just a challenge in the air, but you could be right. Time off.
The captain getting an arm in probably slowed things down. And this pass here, unfortunately, from Dunshea, never going to go to hand. But they've still got an opportunity here. There's a couple of changes for Taranaki, Smithy.
They're going to be guys that can always tell their kids, we played in the Shield Challenge and we won it. Logan Crowley in jersey 21.
Time on.
Here's the face of a warrior too. Mitchell Graham makes way for Jared Profit.
How many minutes per game does he play? The most of any front rower, I think, in the competition. It was the same last year. Mitchell Graham is an absolute weapon.
Engage and hold.
Well, Turbos fans, book your trip. You have a Ranfurly Shield Challenge this week.
Oh,
and it's a short drive for you. Phil Yarrow Stadium.
Crouch.
I'll tell you what, Mark Stafford was standing up here in the commentary box earlier and he was pumped about an opportunity. Well, you got your chance, mate. And I hope your horse won earlier as well.
Just stay there, buddy. Come on, boys, let's go.
The 95th Shield game for Taranaki tonight. That is equal 5th of all provinces for Shield games, equal with Hawke's Bay. Next week, they take 5th outright. Their 96th Shield game will be at home at Yarrow Stadium against one of their great rivals.
Sit.
How full's that going to be? The bull ring.
Loose head straight
Penalty goes to Canterbury. It's all a little too late. And Drummond has the ball ripped away by Stephen Pedofeta. Wainui caught on the goal line.
Onside, red.
We should mention, in all the excitement, that Taranaki are now top of the table as well. Here's Robbie Thompson for the corner. Scores the try. And a good try at that. But it won't be enough.
Yeah, Solakula, unfortunately, tried to pick and go. Thompson still had plenty of work to do, stood up McEarley, and it's a really good try. Well done.
Seen some finishing tonight, haven't we, under pressure?
Oh,
unbelievable. Richie Moanga's going to try and do a Marty McKenzie in less time. Good luck.
Wouldn't surprise the way he's kicked this evening, but no. First miss of the night for Richie Moanga. And now it's a matter of 60 seconds left.
Well, I think that there sums it up. Those guys standing up, the way they performed, especially in that first 20 minutes of the second half. Absolutely brilliant. I have to say, there's probably 22 or 23 heroes out there. They've played so well tonight, this Taranaki side, to come from 31-7 back up to 55-43. Absolutely amazing.
Canterbury will get the losing bonus point tonight. That'll take them to 36 points. Taranaki will join them on 36. On a Rugby 2, Taranaki will have top spot. We will show the presentation after this game. Maybe there's still a small chance for Canterbury. Maybe. Moonga, a crossfield kick. How's the bounce? Terrible. And it bounces into touch. The line out is good.
Full time.
It just needs to go out. It does. They've done it again.
With a loss tonight against Rugby, we send a good farewell to the Ranfurly Shield. Congratulations to Taranaki, who will be travelling home as the new Ranfurly Shield holders. The race for a home semi-final has just gone Honda, so stay tuned to...
They trailed in the game, 31 points to 7, and they have come out on top, 55-43. For the first time since 2012, Taranaki has the log of wood.
Okay, I'll ask Tim Bateman to come forward and hand over the Ranfurly Shield. Taranaki, the 6th time they've won it.
The first time in 1906, and now again in 2017. The 6th reign begins tonight in Canterbury, and the log goes on the line again against Manawatu midweek at Yarrow Stadium. What an effort. Brendan Laney, I can't even begin to sum up what we've seen this evening, but great scenes this.
Oh, absolutely magnificent. You got to feel for the Canterbury boys, but this Taranaki side came down and stuck at it. They were down 30-odd points, but I tell you what, they deserve to be singing that song. They really do.